Hey, how's your result? What? You failed? Why? You're having a misconception? What is misconception? Misconception happens when you have a wrong idea or mistaken belief about something, and that's what we're going to talk in this video. Normally, we all do know that textbook is one of the reliable sources, especially for students to understand about the concept, formula, and that knowledge. Since it is used and trusted by the Ministry of Education, textbook is the main references for the teachers and students. Due to the insufficient description of the topic and the use of the words that are difficult to understand, it may lead to students' misconception directly. Did you know that we actually found a misconception in the new biology textbook Form 4, Chapter 4 called Chemical Composition in Cell? Lately, we have conducted a survey in order to measure the understanding about lipid and fat. In this survey, there are two parts provided. Section 1 is the formation of the respondent, and Section 2 is about the knowledge of lipid and fat. So based on the 45 respondents who answered the survey, most of them are female who were 18 and above, and many of them have a science background. The first question asks whether they know what is lipid and fat. As you can see here, that is 86.7% have heard about lipid and fat, and 13.3% voted for no. As for the next question, there is 66.7% who voted for knowing the definition of the lipid and fat, while 33.3% voted for no. And lastly, this is the crucial part. We asked them about what do they think about the statement from the textbook given. Do they think lipid and fat are the same thing? Unfortunately, there is about 57.8% voted for yes, 26.7% were still confusing, and 15.6% voted for no. So based on this survey, we can see that people tend to have a misconception between lipids and fat. The belief that lipid and fat are same, but actually, they are definitely the different thing. Do you want to know why? I'll give you one. So basically, the location of lipid and fat is at the plasma membrane, which is very important in biological process in our body. So this is the structure of lipid, and this is the structure of fat. Still confusing? Let's go!
Okay, now we move to the next part. So, based on the misconception earlier, here I will expose to you some of the truths about the lipids and fats. According to N, lipids refer to a class of organic molecules that are insoluble in water and soluble in organic solvents. They are a diverse group of molecules. And now for fats, Len states that fats are an oily substance that found in the body and under the skin or around the organs. For the importance of lipids are, it has some biological activities in the body as they serve as structural components of cell membrane, store energy, and act as a lubricant and signaling molecules. But for fats, many people think that fats are bad for our health. Yes, it's true, but if you take it in a large amount. But in this article, it said that fats are essential to the body and have several important functions. The importance of fats include it offers insulation and protection, such as adipose tissue that comprise as a body weight, energy storage in the form of glucose, and regulating and signaling by helping the body to regulate the hormones. Other than that, there are few more types of lipids that will be used as an example to distinguish between the lipids and fats. But don't worry, as all the information will be provided in our product. So for the conclusion for lipids and fats are two types of biological molecules in the animal body. Both lipids and fats are only soluble in organic solvents, Lipids are a diverse group of biomolecules consisting of triglyceride, or we known as fats, phospholipids, steroids, and wax. Fats are a type of triglyceride which are solid at room temperature due to their higher degree of saturation. The main difference between lipids and fats is the type of molecules. But don't worry guys, as our product will clear the misconception in your mind.
Now, to reveal the truth behind this misconception, let me introduce to you our product called A+ Magazine. So what makes A+ Magazine so special? The first thing to look at is, of course, the content. In this magazine, we have sorted everything in an organized way. We have separated lipids and fats into their own parts so that the various types and importance of lipid and fat can be explained in the simplest and easiest way to make sure the readers have a better understanding. From this, reader can also identify the similarities and the differences between lipids and fat. There are also two things that are included in this product. The first one is that this magazine has information about the misconception that students face in Chapter 4, Biology Form 4 that include lipids and fat as a main topic. That we at HAKIM publication also include activities that by scanning QR code, you can measure your understanding right after you are finished with your reading. We have developed a game consisting of random open-ended question and comparison games that is very attractive and really fun. So basically, the material that we use to produce these products are very user-friendly and easy to operate. That is generally Canva and woodwork. So the estimated cost that we incur is 20 ringgit, including the electricity and internet bill. So I'm very sure that most of you guys at home very curious of what the objective of our product, right? So let's move to AMIRUL.
So for the objective of this product, I'm very sure that most of you guys are wondering what are the objective of this A+ magazine, right? Okay, before that, as we all know, people nowadays, especially youth and adults, are more interested in reading things that have more infographic representation compared to something plain and thick like textbook. So that would become the first objective of our magazine, which is to enable the students to have a deep understanding about lipids and fats. Next, to clarify the misconception between the lipids and fats. And lastly, to provide the teachers and students with the useful teaching and learning aids such as magazines, online quizzes, and games. So basically, there are three major usefulness of this product. The first one is educators will be able to teach effectively on the topic of lipids and fats with the aid of magazines, quizzes, and games, and just by only using this one product. So next, students will be able to differentiate between the lipids and fats accurately without having any misconception again. And lastly, the students will be able to understand and describe the types, characteristics, and structures of both lipids and fats.
For the commercialization potential of the product, we sure that our product can go far. However, our magazine need to undergo research and evaluation on the topic covered to make sure all the facts about the misconception align with the recent study. To make it more reliable, we need to do a collaboration with Ministry of Education or any non-government education sector to make sure our product is suitable for teachers and students' needs. And lastly, for promoting and marketing, our targeted consumer are secondary teachers and students, especially Form 4 and Form 5 students who can use this product as their teaching and learning aid. Both teachers and students can access to this product by purchasing it with us now, or you can just directly click on our website link and place the order. And another thing is, we are now available on Shopee, Lazada, and Amazon. make sure to claim your free shipping voucher before you proceed with the payment, okay? And most important thing are, our product have a very affordable price, and that is really worth it as you grab time. And yes, since we are having a live product launch right now, so for this limited time only, if you purchase our A+ magazine now, you will get 15% off from 30 ringgit. Now you get 25 ringgit and 50 cents. Okay, I just received a good news. We have already sold 45 sets. So what are you waiting for? Let's grab yours.
What is inside the A+ magazine? You all must keep asking on what is special about A+ magazine and how it will help the user to clarify the misconception, especially about lipid and fats. How to use A+ magazine? First, you all must view and reading all the information in the magazine. Let me explain more about what we have inside A+ magazine. The user will know all about fact, misconception in textbooks, and the difference and similarities between lipids and fats. Besides that, inside A+ magazine, the user will learn more about similarities between lipids and fats, the difference between lipid and fats, the types of lipids, and the types of fats. I will confirm for those users that reading our product, which is A+ magazine, will never sleepy. This is because all the info in the A+ magazine is very interesting. In order to measure or test the understanding, the user can scan the QR code and follow the instruction given. And lastly, the user can explore and answer all the quizzes and games inside A+ magazine. For the first game, it will more focus on lipid versus fat. No worries guys, in this game, if your first answer is wrong, then you still can answer it by click try again until you can get the right answer. Quizzes game, it will more focus on saturated fats and unsaturated fats. By playing these quizzes, it will help the user to have a better understanding about saturated fats and unsaturated fats. This user just drop the right answer to the appropriate box. Easy, right? So, what are you waiting for? Come and buy A+ magazine. I will confirm that all your misconception about lipids and fats will be clarified after you all purchase A+ magazine. Thank you.